Talk to me, but you talk to her.
Are you ready?
If I must be, yeah.
All right. Is it live? Are we live?
I think
Well, I mean, it was. Oh man, that light's way too bright. I'm gonna fix that. All right, pick up video in a second. Let's make this better. Ugh. I think that's gonna be. Oh yeah, that's much better. I think. Still a little bit blown out, but what are you gonna do?
It's all right. I think you're fine.
Yeah. So, anyways, hey, what's up, guys? Your player 2 here, and Shawn's here today.
I'm here again.
Shawn is here essentially because if you guys watched the live stream on Wednesday, it was a complete train wreck, mainly because I couldn't get the microphone to work, which wouldn't have happened if I just waited on the advice of the stream lord here, which is unfortunate.
You should always listen to whatever I say.
Always listen to whatever Shawn says. So today he's actually here. Essentially you're here till like midnight or potentially later.
As long as you'll have me.
Which is forever because Shawn's amazing. But he's going to help me basically figure out what went wrong with the stream, and we're actually going to redo the entire basement to a way that better supports streaming. So that's essentially what we're going to be doing today. But first, weekly pickup video. So I've got some cool stuff to.
I'm going to go first.
You want to go?
Yeah,
you go ahead.
I picked up Metal Gear. Where's the camera at?
It's right there.
For the MSX. They did have a complete in-box copy, which was $500. Still debating it.
No, he's not.
Still debating going back home and just getting my collection, just selling it off for this.
No, he's absolutely going to go pick this up. I would be almost
I'm
certain.
really leaning towards doing it.
Right. Hey, what's up, Mile High? How are you?
What's up, Mile High? Well, it's over there.
Yeah, it is. It is
different. YouTube is all weird.
This is Shawn. Hey, Henry, I just watched and liked your video where you gave a shout out to, I believe it was Uncle Strange, but that's the first time I've seen your face on camera, sir. So excited to see more. So if you missed it, Shawn just got Metal Gear for the
up again MSX.
Right. And he's debating on getting boxed copies of it, but they're $500 each. Smash, what's up, man? How are you?
Metal Gear 1 and 2.
Smash says, watching while driving, don't kill me. Yeah, sir, you should not be watching and driving. Absolutely. But I do appreciate you stopping by. Just listen. Just because there's not going to be a ton of this. I mean, there'll be a little bit.
Don't tell people not to watch.
Well, I don't want to tell people not to watch, but I do want to tell people not to watch while they're driving. So I'm going to go ahead and do the stuff that I got in the mail first, because some of this stuff I don't really remember what it is. What?
Nothing.
What, did I do it wrong?
Why don't you open from the flap?
I don't know. I just want to get to it.
He's such an animal. I
know. I can't help it. So first up, the Incredible Hulk, which actually I got this from eBay because I wanted to play some leading up to the Avengers Infinity War. I wanted, I am doing the complete in-box Sega Genesis thing every Wednesday. Right. I did want to see if I could find some Avengers games. So I think before we did Captain America, but the thing is the label's not in the best shape for this, unfortunately. It's a little busted up and has some stuff on it, but it did come with the instruction booklet, and I think it also has the poster, and I think it also has the original, like, hey, use the 3-button controller.
It has some quality cards.
Yeah. This game should be played in the 3-button mode if you're using a 6-button control pad. Actually, that's so blown out. I don't think you can see. Yeah, there you go. Which I don't know if this is really a sought-after piece of a complete in-box collection, but the description was like, it's got that.
Can I open this poster?
Yeah, go ahead.
You can keep going.
Yeah, I'll keep going. You open the poster. They had a whole game for the Sega Game Gear. I'm not sure if they did or not. It could be that this version was also on the Game Gear. I didn't have a Game Gear growing up either, though, Henry, so I have no idea. That could be the case, may not be. But I'm going to go ahead and keep opening basically video game stuff that I got, and I'll show my Warp Zone pickups here in a second. So that would be like really the big Genesis one. But going polar opposite of the Genesis, Donkey Kong Country, found a copy of this. And again, I'm less... is that the poster?
It's just the poster. It's a little stuck here.
It's a little stuck, but that's a really sweet poster.
I'm trying not to
tear it on that.
Yeah, there you go. And
there
the back also has. Oh, it is on Game Gear.
Oh yeah, Henry, look. The poster tells us it was on Game Gear.
I'll just come back here for a second.
Yeah,
you can see it.
You can see it. And on the back, we have confirmation that, yes, Henry, it was on the Sega Game Gear right here. So, yes, if you love the Game Gear, you can find it. Yeah, Donkey Kong Country was a game that, again, I'm basically on a mission to reacquire a lot of the titles I missed from my youth. And a lot of these, like Donkey Kong Country is definitely a classic. I don't think anybody would dispute that. But, I mean, you'll see in a minute, some of the games I got are not revered classics. They're just games I had growing up.
Can I tell you a secret?
Yeah.
I'm actually not a fan of any of those games, really.
Any of the Donkey Kong Countries?
I prefer Mario or Donkey Kong. I mean, if I had to pick one, it'd be Donkey Kong Country 2 for the retro stuff.
Well, yeah, I mean, I think Donkey Kong Country 2 is better.
If you handed me Donkey Kong Country or Mario World, I'm going with Mario World every time. I'd even take Mario.
I would
3.
take it most times. Mile High says I don't really collect heavy hitters unless I used to own them. Yeah, and that's pretty much where I'm at. Like there's a complete in box Secret of Mana at Warp Zone right now. I think it's like 120 bucks.
120. So I was looking at it,
and but I have that on the SNES Classic. I never played it growing up, so like I could have bought that, but I felt bad because I feel like I would have robbed somebody who probably
have it on the NES
Mini. Right, and I have it on the
Super
SNES Classic Edition.
Classic Mini.
Or rented the hell out of them. Yeah, exactly. Same here. That Game Collector. Hey, Josh, Shawn. Hey, what's up, man? How goes it? I've not caught your latest video yet because I wanted to hear the results of your Winter Backlog Challenge, but I will hopefully get to watch it later. So let's go ahead and get to the Warp Zone stuff that I picked up. I did pick up the Metal Gear Solid HD collection for the Vita because I'm also trying to go back and get some of these titles. But the thing is, there was some debate on whether or not these were downloadable, but apparently these are both actually on the cartridge, so I will be able to play them both as soon as I get another Vita, which should be coming at some point. So, other stuff from Warp Zone, because Shawn already showed you what he got, but I'm going to go ahead and take these guys out of the plastic. Wheel of Fortune is a game that I remember my mom got, I think just so she could play it, really. But she was like, don't you want a new game? I was like, yeah, totally. So,
Wheel of Fortune.
It's a Wheel of Fortune.
Sounds like you got them. Do I need to keep these in separate piles?
Nah, it doesn't matter. I'll process them all into the collection later. Next up, Tetris 2. Which I don't even remember if this was significantly different than standard Tetris. I know Tetris Sphere was very different.
Weird bombs in it to blow up sections of rows.
Oh, okay.
I don't know why I just turned it around.
Yeah, and I saw a complete in box of this, but I didn't really need it complete in box.
It's Tetris.
It's Tetris.
No, for Tetris Sphere.
Wheel of Fortune. Yes, Mile High. So, and I actually did get a 64 game this week, because if you guys saw my game reorganization video, it's pretty weak and lackluster. And I don't know if this is really going to do it much favors, but Castlevania for the 64 was a guilty pleasure of mine that I really enjoyed. I know this is not considered great by a lot of Castlevania fans, but I still liked it.
Now you got to get the second one.
Now I got to find the second one, which
was Legacy of Darkness, I think, which is like $60.
Really? Why is that one so much more expensive?
Because
was it just a better game? Because I don't.
Or it's this one plus 2 more characters.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I think I do remember that. So, I didn't get a lot of Genesis stuff this week simply because I feel like I've already been getting a lot of Genesis stuff. And I think I'm pretty good for the next 5 to 6 Wednesdays. Nick from Back Pocket Game Reviews is going to come over this coming Wednesday, as long as we can get the stream stuff fixed today, I guess.
We will get it fixed.
To play the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers movie game, so I'm excited to play that because he says it's an amazing and underrated beat 'em up. So since I've sort of slowed, you probably noticed between last week and this week, I bought a lot more Super games. And that was simply because I broke down and did this because that is the Super NIT analog. It's the black one. I can't open it right now because I want to do a really nice unboxing video of it. But I did take the plunge and finally break down and order it. It's really heavy. And I know there's not a controller in there, so that's not adding to the weight.
Or as a power supply.
Well, yeah, I guess the power supply could be as well. But I've heard, or at least from the videos I've seen, it's supposed to be fairly substantial. Okay. Henry says, that Game Collector, I like that Castlevania 64. Same here. I enjoyed it. Henry says, I did not like Castlevania 64 that much, but it's okay. Yeah, I mean, I was just pumped to have like a 3D Castlevania. I just thought that was all. Because I think that would have been the first time that really happened, wasn't it?
Would have been the first time.
Yeah, so I think I was just so entranced by that because I had so many good memories playing like Castlevania 2 growing up. But weirdly, I have
good memories of playing Castlevania 2 and Castlevania 64.
Not only this. The original Castlevania 2, Super Castlevania 4 at my friend's house. She lived a couple doors down, and she had it, but I did not. And then I had, but I missed Symphony of the Night the first time around.
That's okay.
What do you mean it's okay? Like it wasn't that great a game? It's okay?
Oh, it was great for its time, but every other Castlevania that's come out since then was better.
Well, yeah, I mean, I did really enjoy the Game Boy Advance ones and the DS, but
right.
Tyler, what's up, man? How are you? Thank you for coming out to watch me open some new game stuffs. So, and then aside from the Super NET analog, which again, Hidden Game Room kind of strong-armed me into it and allowed me to basically justify getting it because he was like, if you want to get one, you better get on it quick because the pre-orders are gone for everything but the black, which the black one was really the one that I wanted anyways because I feel like, it's not the original hardware. I didn't need the Super Famicom colors of the original.
Right, it's not original hardware.
Shawn's no, why don't you like the Super NET analog? Please explain that to me.
I'm a purist.
But 1080p, man.
Well, it's either original hardware or emulated from a computer.
Well, yeah, but this is original hardware. Technically,
not the original hardware.
It's not the original hardware, but
if I open that up, is the Super Nintendo going to be in there?
Okay, that's where. You know what? I'm not having this argument. Shawn, despite his disdain for the NT, actually is, I guess, donating some games here. Is that what it is?
You can have them. You can buy me a lunch.
I have no idea what's in
He's
here.
gonna buy me
He
a
brought
burrito
this,
or
and I was
something.
like, I don't want to see it until we get on stream so I can see.
It's nothing great. It's just some doubles that I had in my collection.
So Battleship for the Super NES. I never had this, but I had a friend who did, and I thought it was the most boring game ever.
Oh, Battleship.
But I'm still willing to give it a shot, like 25 years later. Next up, Super Mario Kart. You don't want this?
That's a second copy.
Oh my god! So Shawn just gave me Super Mario Kart for the Super, which is amazing. I don't want to be nitpicky here, but
it's a player's choice.
It's player's choice.
That's why you got that one.
I'm kidding. I appreciate. Is that what you did? You gave? Oh, so terrible. All right. Next up, Killer Instinct.
Killer Instinct.
Dude, I was looking for this too. Like, and I wanted this specifically one because I loved playing it growing up in both the arcade and on the
black
Super.
cartridge.
But black cartridge on
Are you
a
a
black
sucker
system
for colored cartridges?
I am. Because I just think, and it just looks so cool.
Well, that
like
means
the
we gotta
contrast
find you a
there.
copy of Doom.
Well, I did get
You have Maximum Carnage.
Maximum Carnage over there on the red cartridge version. Let's see. Didn't miss it. That's worth a burrito. Yes, it's all dude. Yeah, I'm totally buying Shawn dinner. First off, he did not have to blow away his entire Saturday coming over here to help fix the stream so it doesn't go horribly like it did on Wednesday.
A Saturday when my wife is out of town.
That's a Saturday when his
no.
Okay, well,
this was a free Saturday.
But nonetheless, you didn't have to come over here and do this all day. But I'm really glad that you're willing to because I want it to be really good.
I'm part of this.
Right. Is SNES Battleship as boring as the movie? I didn't see the movie, so I can't even say it. I mean, the movie...
There's a reason why I didn't see the movie.
There's a reason. Although we did see Pacific Rim Uprising last night, and that was good. It was fun. It was not as good as the original, but still solid. Killer Instinct on a black cart. I did not know that. Yeah, it was on... And I don't know if they ever did a gray cartridge version of Killer Instinct. Did they? Weren't they all black?
Probably not. Maybe Killer Instinct 2?
It could have been Killer.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know
I
either.
honestly don't know.
But the other thing that I could say is I really like the original Killer Instinct. Actually, I wouldn't mind tracking down the box for this one simply because I still have the Killer Cuts CD that came with it because it came with the soundtrack. Yes. And I've got that CD floating around here somewhere in the original cardboard sleeve for it. So moving on, Donkey Kong Country 2, which is funny because were you smirking over there whenever you're like, I don't like the Donkey Kong Country games?
I mean,
did you know what was going to happen here?
I knew it was in there. What did you think? I just put things in there. I was like,
no,
I hope these are all doubles.
I'm just saying it's very cool. Super Return of the Jedi, but I'm more of a Star Trek fan, so this isn't great. But I guess Shawn's maybe just not the big Star Wars fan that I thought he was.
Because you don't like hard games.
This game's really hard. Like we played it that one day in the office for a few.
Yeah,
it's brutally difficult.
Yeah.
Like almost not fun difficult, but it is still cool to have. And actually, I think I did have this growing up. The more I think about it,
probably had one of them.
Right. So what else do we have here? Caesar's Palace. You just like I just didn't want it, and I've never played.
No,
this.
I do have one. I said these are all doubles.
These are all doubles.
These are all doubles in my collection.
Jeez, man.
That means I have a Caesar's Palace.
Well, see, the last time I went to your house, though, I only saw a very small subset. I think of your collection because you saw a lot of stuff was boxed. And
I have a lot of
stuff
boxed, and I really, really looked at my collection, and I was like, you know what? And the night that you're doing, I feel bad. It's like I don't need all this. I was only collecting really rare games for everything. Right. I was like, you know what? I don't care. I'm buying games. I'm not playing them.
Right.
I'm just buying them, putting them on the shelf, and just admiring them. That's somebody else who actually wants them.
That's very kind of you.
I grew up with the Super Nintendo. I'm just going to collect Super Nintendo.
I gotcha.
Right. And then obviously I love Metal Gear, so I bought Metal Gear. I love Castlevania, so I'll buy Castlevania games.
Right. Well, I really appreciate it, dude. And I'm hoping that like if we can get all the streaming stuff done today, that we can maybe test the SuperNet later tonight. If you'd be open to that.
I'll be open to that.
Even though it's not original hardware and you're a purist, you'd be open to playing.
Oh, there's one more.
Yeah. Well, and the last one. Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, which I'm sure Nick would be happy. This is definitely a beat 'em up.
This is a beat 'em up,
but this is not the movie game like the Genesis got. This is just a pure beat 'em up.
This is a pure beat 'em up,
but not the same game as the Genesis one.
Genesis might have had this copy,
right?
But I'm not sure.
Yep. So the Power Rangers game, which I have no familiarity with, I did not grow up with this title. So if you want to play that, we can do so. That's a good haul from a friend. Yes, absolutely. And that's the only reason I'm friends with Shawn is because I know if I sweet talk him enough,
I give him free stuff.
Chuck him a burrito, he'll give me all the extras from his collection. So, would you like to take something from my collection?
What's your?
I'm just kidding. I'd never do that. No, I'm kidding. Yeah, my rarest thing would probably be like that BioShock Original Collector's Edition. So again, this is just sort of like a chill stream, right? I mean, like I basically just showcased the games that I picked up. Shawn happened to be over here, so today I can't really stick around and stream for too long. So we've got to basically fix this environment for better streaming consistently on Wednesdays and stuff. But if you guys want to hang out and talk, like, you know, I think we can do that for like 10, 15 minutes.
I got time.
Yeah, I mean, we're just hanging out here today. So what are you guys all doing today, or what have you most recently been playing? I would love to hear it.
Kirby's Dream Land 3 is really good. That's a really good game.
Which one?
Kirby's Dream Land 3. That game collector's playing it.
Oh, okay.
It has buddies in it.
Oh, right on, right on.
Unlike Sonic, where I hate the buddies.
Yeah, Kirby, I know you're not a fan. Although, if you want to try those weird Sonic games that Muzz brought over, they're still over here. You let me borrow them if you want to try like Sonic.exe or anything.
I don't want to try the scary one.
The scary? Shawn does not like scary games. I love scary games. I'm playing through Kirby Dream Land 3 right now. Right. Word, let's chill. Been playing I Am Setsuna.
How?
That's on sale right now on the eShop. I was very close to buying that myself, Mile High Game.
How is it? Because I just put out a tweet that only one person responded to. I'm just not going to say anything about it. But I'm looking for a good JRPG, or no, RPG in general. Doesn't need to be JRPG, WRPG.
Right.
Just something.
Henry says, I'm looking for PS1 games. So here's the thing, like, I'm only doing Sega Genesis this year because, which would have been the fourth generation of consoles, I believe. And fifth generation is PS1, N64 era. And so next year, I will probably just move ahead to the fifth generation. At that point, PS1 games and N64 games are going to be top of my list and highly prioritized. Because I don't know if I'll just stick with one platform the whole year like I'm doing this year with the Genesis. That's kind of a special case, right? Like, I never grew up with the Genesis, so I felt like giving it a whole year was probably warranted.
Yeah.
But, I mean, I did spend a lot of time with the PS1 and the N64 during that era, because that was when I quit being a Nintendo fanboy and indulged.
There's not much on the N64.
Oh, no, I'm not having this discussion. What do you guys think? Was the N64 library great, or was it not great?
Because better.
Shawn, I mean, yes, I'll say the PS1's was better overall, but I think you're very dismissive of the N64.
It's okay. Well, what games are you looking for the PS1? I'm actually very hesitant when I buy PS1 games because discs of that time, I mean, they're just bad.
Yeah, I could see that. Mile High, yeah, $20. I like it. It's not phenomenal, but it's good. And that's really it. From what I saw, it looks like a pretty pure turn-based JRPG.
It looks like a throwback to Chrono Trigger,
right? But
a indie budget one.
Well, no, because that's from Tokyo RPG Factory.
Is it?
Yeah,
Asuna.
Yes, I'm pretty sure. Correct me if I'm wrong, but isn't that Tokyo RPG Factory? Isn't that like the subsidiary of Square Enix?
Square Enix a little while ago did something where it bought. Indie devs did like a contest, and I think they bought the rights to publish it if your game was like the best.
Oh, okay.
So correct me if I'm wrong, but I think they just published it.
Okay. Henry, I've been playing GTA 2 lately. Now, when you say GTA 2, you mean the original like top-down GTA, right? Or one of the originals? Because I think it's
1, 2 in London.
Yeah, and then 3 was the first time they went open world.
3 was very revolutionary.
Right. Playing Metroid Prime on Cube and Cadillacs and Dinos on Pi. I'm not familiar with Cadillacs and Dinos at all. Although Metroid Prime, I am. Although I would really like to find what was that steel case collection on the Wii.
Well, I'll sell it at a high price.
How much you want?
We'll discuss that out there.
Oh no, I think we should discuss it now because I want to see how people react to whatever price you quote me.
No.
Because
then you have.
I can't say anything. You just gave me a bunch of awesome.
It'll go towards the 2 Metal Gears that I want. I'll tell you that much.
Right on. N64 was good, great titles, but not a whole lot. Yeah, and I like some weird titles on the 64. Like I like Blast Corps. I like
tank game.
I liked Dark Rift a little bit. What
is that tank game?
Blast Corps was like I think you could be like basically like a mech or a few different vehicles, but the only goal is basically to destroy stuff.
Okay, I have played that.
Yeah. No random encounters, which is weird to me. Yeah, that would be weird to me too. I sort of would have an expectation for that genre that you would get random encounters in I Am Setsuna. I've been playing GTA 2 lately. Weird.
N64
library is not great, but the few games are the best. Yeah, I mean, if I had to pick like my best games from the era, I mean, obviously you're gonna have GoldenEye on that list. That was a revolutionary title
for console, yeah.
For console, because shooters were at that point pretty exclusively relegated to the PC realm, I think, and usually in the vein of like Doom.
There was someone Super and Genesis, but
yeah. Well, no, I got one of them over there. It was the one that I got a couple weeks ago. And the name eludes me right now. It's 0 something. It's Tokyo whatever, published by Square. Okay, right on. Yep. So it was. I'm looking for Siphon Filter and Nightmare Creatures. Sir, those two would definitely be on my list. Actually, I'm going to go check real quick. I think I have one of those.
I think I have a Siphon Filter.
I think I have a Siphon Filter, but I feel like one of them is missing a disc. So hold on.
Find me on Twitter, Henry. I might have it. It's sitting in the sell pile. It'll probably cost me more to sell it than to just ship it to you, but I can't guarantee you that I have it. And Josh is looking.
I have 2 copies of Siphon Filter.
Josh, I'm sure you don't own Nightmare Creatures.
Huh?
I'm pretty sure you don't own Nightmare Creatures.
Yeah, but I did at one point. I think I had Nightmare Creatures 2 on the 64.
Why?
Why?
Yeah.
Because that was before I'd made the leap to the PlayStation 1. I didn't have it yet. But yeah, so I've got Siphon Filter, the original here for PlayStation 1, Henry. And the thing is, I don't even know why I have 2 of them. So are these both basically the same? I want to know where that other one came from. And then I also have Siphon Filter 2 here, but I don't.
That's exactly the same.
Yeah. But this one, I believe it's missing a disc. Because wasn't this a 3-disc set?
The back of the box should tell you. Well, 2 discs right here.
Does it say it on the front?
2 discs.
Oh, okay. Yep. All right. So I do have the complete collection then for that. So.
Well, no, that's Siphon Filter 3. Oh, collection of this.
Yeah.
There's a lot of Siphon Filter games.
So, yeah. So I would definitely agree with Siphon Filter, Henry. Henry does not have Twitter. Well, if you get on it, Shawn and I are both there.
Find a way to reach Josh to reach me.
Yeah. Just hit me up, man. I can find some way to put you in touch with Shawn. See my login. Nice. Me too, Henry.
I do not have Twitter. Hank, have Twitter. You want? There you go.
Yeah, and that's what I was about to say. I was going to see if I could just basically find your address, but
if you had a Twitter, that'd be the easiest way.
Right. Wait, did you say Mile Higher? You say you're looking for Siphon Filter as well? Because I mean, if Tyler's going to kick one over to Henry, I can kick one of these over to you guys. Because I don't need 2 copies of this game. So, it's Tokyo, whatever.
Word I am. There you go.
Oh, cool. Yeah, dude. Just shoot me a shipping address on Twitter then, and I'll ship it out to you, because I've actually got a couple of games I need to send out to people now that I think about it. So I'm probably going to go to the post office sometime in the next couple of days.
Well, Henry's turning it down, so someone's getting a free game. But I'm not smart enough to pay attention.
Well, I'll get one of them over to Mile High.
Okay.
So yeah, I mean that was. It was actually kind of nice to go over and look at the place. I'm really excited for next year, because whenever we get to that generation, I feel like I'm going to get to track down a lot of really good games. The only thing that scares me about that generation is there were a lot of games, but there weren't a lot of great 2D games. There were a few, but 3D was just sort of coming into fashion.
You can get Klonoa, Alundra.
I played Klonoa the other day, one version of it when I was doing the GameCube live stream. It was a ROM, but somebody said it was overrated.
I was in it. Yeah, I was on that stream.
Oh, okay.
I think I was, because I think you were playing Kirby.
Right. Mile High Gamer says, just bring it with you in October, LOL. That way you don't pay shipping. I appreciate it, though. Oh, right on. Fair enough, man. I will bring it with me then. Which I need to get my plane ticket for that.
Where are you going?
I'm going out to Denver.
Colorado?
Yeah.
For just to go?
Yeah, I was going to go with some friends, and I don't know if they're still going or not, but I'm still going. Okay. So I'll hang out with Mile High and, run around Denver.
We need to get to MagFest.
MagFest?
Yeah.
Is that in Denver?
No. That is in Maryland.
Oh, okay. I got you.
Yeah.
If you want to go to Denver in October, let me know. I'll probably get an Airbnb out there and just hang out for a week. Or at least a few days. So.
She'll try to get you to go to New York with me.
I will go to New York with you because I want to hang out with Die Hard Gamer Bros. So, there's that to consider.
We have MagWest.
MagFest concerts in Denver. Oh, okay, cool.
I want to try Tenchu. Yeah, Tenchu's great.
I have Tenchu over there. Tenchu's another one that I have over there.
We should play Tenchu. You ever go to play Tenchu?
Huh?
You ever go to play Tenchu?
Did I ever play Tenchu?
Do we have a way to stream Tenchu?
If we go back to Warp Zone tonight and I buy that PlayStation 1, I can stream Tenchu.
We have the PS2.
Well, were all PS2s backward compatible with the PS1? Because I couldn't remember if they were.
I'm 99% sure, yes.
Can you guys tell us, will the PlayStation 2 Slim version play PS1 games?
I believe the PS2 memory cards are not compatible with PS1 games. But we don't really need to save, I guess.
No, but I'll have to track down my memory cards because I think I lost one for that.
But do you have a way to stream?
Yes.
Are they on the PS4 for download? That might just be the easiest way.
Yeah, I think they may actually be. Yeah, because the PS4 can play a lot of stuff through emulation, right?
Yeah. Well, I mean, just for the PlayStation Classics.
So this is my jank, super cheap solution for this.
My buddy Dr. Z-Log plays at those shows. Pacific Band Mile High. Have you met the Game Sacks?
No, have not met the Game Sacks. Not familiar.
And then that game could saying yes. What is that? Oh yeah.
So one of the things I wanted to do whenever I picked up a PS2 a couple weeks ago, because I did want to play some of those games just for fun and stream them like on Sundays, like when I just feel like playing whatever.
Yep.
But I was so annoyed, but also it was sort of validating to kind of see it in action because I should have done more research first. So Metal Jesus Rocks actually featured some ways that you could basically stream analog consoles like PS2.
It's almost like you could have just got this and a Super Nintendo and
nope.
Played it in HD.
Nope, because I want the best possible quality for that one. But this thing's like $18, and I'll probably do a video just about this. But essentially, all it is it's a tiny converter box that will take RCA hookups like your red, yellow, white, and then do an HDMI output. Now, it is a very soft image, and Metal Jesus Rocks actually displayed a lot of that. But I picked this up a couple weeks ago. Haven't had a chance to test it yet. But maybe tonight we could hook up a PS1 and test it.
Test up all the other streaming stuff.
And if you're going to buy those 2 Metal Gear games and drop $1,000, I mean, yeah, I guess I could buy a $20 PlayStation 1. So I think that's really cool.
It's not quite the same.
Do you guys think that Shawn should spend $1,000 on 2 games tonight? Just curious.
I have PlayStation 1. Don't buy a PlayStation 1.
Well, no, because they've got a nice original PS1 that's in really good shape at Warp Zone. It's only like $20.
Okay, I mean whatever.
Yeah.
But you have the PS2, so there's no point.
I really like the way it looks.
And you're even looking for the backwards compatible PS3, which is now there's triple no point.
Yeah, that's a good point. Actually,
what games? It's going to be this Metal Gear game, but complete in box, and Metal Gear 2. He signed them each for $500 for the MSX.
Yeah.
It is being considered. That's all I can say.
Strongly
considered. Strongly selling off the rest of my collection.
I just don't want to see you live with that regret again. It concerns me. You got to watch games. I think they are in Colorado. My wife and I watch it every other weekend. Right on, man. I will make a note of that and see if I can go check them out. I think that's the first time I've heard of it.
I mean, I'm a big Metal Gear fan, and that's pretty much the only hole in my collection.
Right, and you could fill that hole for the low price of $1,000 US.
Well,
you could try to haggle with them. You could try.
I'm not going to haggle with them.
So, I mean, you could be like, I'll give you $980.
Yeah.
And see what he does. But that's the thing, if other people, and I think other people, didn't Brian mention when we were there that other people were keeping an eye on those 2 titles? So there are other interested buyers in this area right now.
Maybe I'll just wait for somebody to buy them and then just follow them home.
What? That's such a dark implication. Switchcraft, what's up, man? How are you? Just talk about pickups and just random chatter about, Super, PlayStation 1, and 64, and whether or not this weird converter that I picked up a couple weeks ago will actually allow me to stream a PS2 natively and have it look not horrible. I think it'll do okay. I think it's going to look really soft, but until I can save up for like a FrameMeister or something like that, that's what I'm probably going to stick with. So
I own them all that came out in America, but 1K few, that's dedication. I love Metal Gear, man.
Yeah, that is definitely dedication. Yeah, Mile High. I didn't know that. First, I didn't know about it, but the fact that they're in Colorado as well sounds like you guys would have an excellent collaboration opportunity there. I mean, assuming you guys do stuff that's similar, I guess.
That's rude. He does this to me too. Checks his phone.
I didn't check my phone. My watch.
Checks his watch. It's almost like we're not.
Watch is gone. We're hanging out.
Millennials.
Everyone has my. You are a millennial. I'm somewhere between millennial and Gen X, sir.
You like Friday the 13th on the NES?
I have it over there. I have not played it since I was a kid, so I can't tell you if I still like it. What I can tell you is I do love Friday the 13th for the Xbox One. It's really fun.
Yeah.
Love it. Which that's another one Shawn sort of snubs because you said you already played it in Dead
by Daylight? Dead by Daylight. Yeah.
Right. So GameSack is a huge channel. That's cool.
I don't think you saw it. They are a chiptune band.
Oh, okay. I did miss that.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
You missed that part.
Now I just feel stupid.
Yeah, he's not talking about promoting somebody else. He's actually saying that they play in Denver when you go.
Oh, okay. I gotcha. Now I feel dumb. I'm sorry. I'm scatterbrained goldfish person. Mr. Quicksand, I still have my original PS1 first version working. That's awesome. And I love when like an original system just continues to work indefinitely, because I did not have that experience with the PlayStation 2. I think I went through 4 PlayStation 2 originals.
I had 2 PS2s.
Did you have the disc read problems as well?
Yes.
Was that what hit you? Yeah.
Yep. And I had 2 Xbox 360s.
Right. Switchcraft, I just built a teleprompter with cardboard and a CD case. Dude, that's totally awesome. I have an iPad, and I always thought it would be fun to sort of experiment with that and try a teleprompter, but I have not gotten around to it yet. At some point, though, I think it would make an amazing video, considering this channel is, sort of focused on not just video games, but also helping video game, YouTube creators, improve things like the production quality, YouTube growth, and stuff like that. Doing a teleprompter of it is something I definitely want to do in the future. I think they're in Colorado. I could be wrong. Oh, right on, Tyler. Zilog is a chiptune game sack. Is it YouTube? Okay. Oh, okay. So you got it wrong. I'm sorry. Man. I'm sorry.
Okay. I'm used to being wrong.
I'm sorry, Shawn.
As somebody who is wrong every day in his life. It's just one more thing.
It was harder than I thought to find a CD case. Yeah, I would feel the same way. I mean, I guess I could rip one from the game collection, but I don't want to leave my Dreamcast or PS1 stuff hanging around loose, I guess.
I'll just buy a sports game.
Tyler Steam says, I have a slim PS2, works like a champ. Right on. Oh, wait, did somebody already answer about the backward compatibility earlier?
Yes.
And did I miss it?
They work. It's backward compatible.
Okay, cool. Very cool. Yeah, because, I mean, there are some PS2 and PS1 games I wouldn't mind screwing around with tonight, as long as we can get this whole area stream ready.
You can get it ready.
And that's like one of the things we're looking at is should basically whenever I stream games, should I continue to do it from the desk, or should I actually do it from the couch and the TV, which is over on the other side of this station? Because Shawn thinks that a couch would be more comfortable for like the Wednesday streams where I tend to have
a guest over.
Right.
I don't know if a guest wants to be this close to you.
You don't want to be this close to me?
I'm not really a guest. I work with you.
I like to think of you as family, but it's okay. I guess I know where I stand now. So that's cool. Good to know that about you. It only hurts a little bit. No, I'm kidding. So based on the fact that we sort of that's something else too, is you guys will probably see random live streams today of us doing testing, because we thought it would be cool to sort of work through the testing in front of a live audience, because that way if you guys are having trouble with your streams and we can outline some common issues or things that we've experienced with it and you can benefit from that and us solving it, then great. I mean, you don't have to. It's probably going to be really boring and not a lot of interesting content there, but if you just want to see 2 network engineers work through streaming problems. When are you going to
get to see us flex our muscles? We're going to flex our muscles.
Oh, no.
Lift things up.
Oh, yeah. It's going to be, he'll lift heavier things than I do, because I'm, dainty and fragile.
Good luck, Henry.
All right. Good luck with your hunt, sir. I'm looking forward to seeing what you pick up.
Yes, couch. Someone agrees with the couch.
Well, see, the issue with the couch, though, is I feel like it's going to be hard to get the videos sort of framed up properly without blocking our view of the television. But if we can figure that out today, I definitely want to explore it.
I think we'll be okay.
I mean, there's no way that I'm the first person to try to stream from a couch. So I know this is a problem that has been solved before. So
right.
Whether or not I have the actual equipment to do so is a matter of some debate, I guess.
I'm debating on buying a Sega CD. So I always thought it was interesting, actually, that you were collecting Genesis, but you didn't go for 32X or Sega CD. Is that because they're not playable on what you're playing them on?
Actually, I think you can do 32X.
Well, because it's just a cartridge add-on, I think.
Well, I'll tell you, the Super Game Boy doesn't work on it. So I don't know if the 32X would have the same issues. But the other thing, too, is I just wasn't familiar with the Genesis. So I just want to start with the pure regular Genesis library and then maybe work my way up. Maybe when I cycle back through this generation in 6 years or something like that, then I'll give the 32X a shot. Chris Levi, hey, what's up? What's up, man? How are you? Thank you for coming up. I still have not had a chance to finish your Getting to Know Me stream yet, but I will absolutely go check that out as soon as I get a chance.
Switch, have fun filming. I want to see what you're filming. Here.
Wait.
So,
okay, everyone, I'm off to film. Want to drop in and say hi. Smash a like. Yes, please hit the like button, I guess. I always forget to do that. Like button. Switchcraft, always looking out for me. Good luck with your filming, sir. I'm looking forward to it. I'm headed to see Black Panther. You are in for a treat because it's one of the best Marvel movies ever, and Shawn hates it. And
I don't hate it.
You don't love it.
The beginning is boring.
It's not boring. It's a phenomenal and just beautiful build up to what is a very deep character, I think.
He tends to like everything.
I don't like everything. He says
that I tend to hate everything.
There are things I don't like. What?
I said you tend to like everything, but then you tend to say that I hate everything.
You do tend to hate everything.
But my taste is just superior.
Your taste is... His taste is okay. I don't know if I would say it's superior, but maybe our opinions don't have to be a competition, Sean. Have you considered that?
The Raspberry Pi plays PS1 games without any issue. I might actually look into that. I've been kind of looking at that for a couple months now.
You know, I've got a Raspberry Pi over there. If we could hook that up, maybe we could test that as well tonight. But I think I actually did have 1 or 2 PS1 ISOs, but I didn't get around to playing them. But yeah, because I mean, whenever we streamed that GameCube the other night, that thing was like playing ISOs like a champ, except for the FMVs because it couldn't stream. I guess trying to read the data from the SD card was not as quick as getting it from an optical disc. And that's
that doesn't make sense, but
it didn't make sense because I thought it would be faster, but like FMVs stuttered reading it, but the gameplay itself was fine.
Maybe it's like the conversion.
Could be. I don't know. But I did have a lot of fun testing that system though, and I can't wait to wrap up and that's the other thing. I can't really do the Super Nit analog video until I first finish the GameCube video, which I've got the footage for now. I just need to piece it together. So tomorrow I'll basically spend the whole day editing. This was just a rough week, man. Like work was crazy. I think it was crazy for you too this week, wasn't it? Yeah.
Every day.
Yeah. So the day job was rough. And then beyond that, the Wednesday stream, I totally botched it with horrible audio quality that I'm trying to rectify now by working with Shawn today. I didn't get a chance to do my video follow Friday on Twitter to shout somebody out. Although what I would have done is, and I think I'd say it was Lippy Lisa, who Switchcraft actually recommended me. She was doing Until Dawn streams this week, and then also Fortnite. Okay. Which again, I have not seen a lot of Fortnite since it shifted to be a direct PUBG competitor. But I really enjoy what I saw, and like she's really engaged with her audience, and she's worth checking out. So I guess this is like a faux video follow Friday. It's Saturday.
You got link to her.
This is bad. Well, I think I tagged her earlier on Twitter to say, hey, go check out Libby Lisa. Black Panther's third act is the same as Phantom Menace. Oh, then you should love it.
The third act of Phantom Menace is good. The third act of Phantom Menace is good.
I know. I'm just saying because you said that Star Wars Episode 1 was your favorite the other day.
Stop spreading these lies.
Super interesting.
You're making
like I was like, I really have the most reference for the original trilogy, and Sean's like, you know what? I think 1's my favorite.
You're making this canon.
Closely tied with 2. Oh my God. It's like canon. That was just document our views on Star Wars. Chris Levi says, I actually won my first game in Fortnite via stream. Oh, that's awesome, man. How was that? Did you get anything cool for actually winning? Did they give you any extra loot? Because I don't even know how that system works now.
I know PUBG. I never played Fortnite. I look at people building and shooting, and it stresses me out.
Yeah.
It's like I'm too old for this.
There's a lot going on in that game, I think. So. I'm trying to see if I missed anybody else in chat. So when it comes to how we're going to reconfigure this place for streaming, if we do go the couch route and everything, how much equipment do you think we're going to need to buy? I think we will have to buy some of those super long HDMI cables to get stuff back to the computer in the middle.
That's basically it.
That's it?
I think that's basically it. Maybe a network cable, depending if you move.
Well, I mean, that's a 50-foot network cable that's plugged in over there. Now, I do have a switch I haven't hooked up yet to physically wire the rest of these. Right. But like the Mac is wired for streaming.
Maybe just for a camera because you like to be this close to the camera.
Well, yeah. I mean, like the framing here would be fine. The only problem is, this would get scrunched up a lot, whenever we actually do the gameplay. Right. But I think this framing it actually works. But can we get it to a couch easily? I don't know. I hope so. I love Phantom Menace. I enjoyed most of the end of Phantom Menace. I would say the opening was fairly boring to me, but of the original trilogy, it would probably, or not the original trilogy.
Well, the opening is good, but
you thought the opening was good with the Trade Federation and all that.
You get to see Jedi's and lightsabers, and
you're like Jedi's lightsabers,
Star Wars, and then it just kind of goes downhill.
It's
and down and down and down and down.
The order in which I like the prequels would have been probably 1, 3, 2, maybe 3, 1, 2, but 2 is definitely last place.
3, 1, 2 is fine.
Yeah, 3, 1, 2 is acceptable.
3, 2, 1 is also acceptable.
You guys take care. I have to clean the car and get the oil changed. It reeks right on my line.
Good luck with that.
Take care, sir. I'll see you in October, and make sure to bring an extra copy of Siphon Filter. So have a wonderful day, and I appreciate you stopping by. And don't get any loot. I was helping a friend out who actually got the kills. I had a 0, but it was so fun. It was both of our first wins. Right on, man. Yeah, my KD ratio is not great in most online shooters, so I can relate to that for sure. But if you still squeak out a victory,
we should also look at playing this.
You want to play Siphon Filter?
Because I remember buying this game, so I was like, oh man, this looks exactly like Metal Gear. And this is not Metal Gear.
It's not Metal Gear, but it's still fun.
Is it though?
Siphon Filter 2, I think that was the one where there was like a hidden air taser on the cliff in the first part of it. I don't think that was in the first game.
I don't remember. But I'm not gonna say I have good memories of this game, but I don't have bad memories of it either. I wonder if it's
so essentially what you're saying is I have memories.
I wonder if it holds up, because I know people still talk fondly about it, but
right.
That's my car going off.
Why is your car alarm going off?
Because I'm probably leaning on my car keys. We are very professional.
We are very professional.
That was my car.
Nice. Well, at least we know it's not being robbed, so that's something.
Or it is being robbed, and I just turned off the alarm.
Right? The guy's just like, oh, this is perfect timing. Now, how mad would you have been if you had those $1,000 worth of games sitting in your car? Oh, yeah. I would hope so.
I would have brought them.
Now,
those wouldn't leave my side.
When we left the store, I had a bag with my games in it, and you gave me that one to put in there. Would you have given me the $1,000 games to put in the bag?
Absolutely not.
You would have just kept them with you?
They would have been in my trunk.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Not that I don't trust you, but if you get into a car accident, I'm not going to be like, you owe me $1,000.
That would be your chief concern. Like, I know that you're bleeding right now.
Are you okay?
But
you owe me $1,000.
Right. See what you did there. Star Wars, hell yeah. Love them all. 2 is the worst to me. I feel the same way. Star 2 was incredibly boring. Although that was when Yoda threw down with Dooku, right?
Yoda should never took out a lightsaber.
I'm sorry, but I still thought it was cool. And the way he like force pulled the lightsaber to him from his belt, that was fun. It was good.
You're so excitable.
I'm not. Yeah. Okay.
2, 3, and Last Jedi are the worst for me.
Yep.
I'm there with that.
Later, Mile High. What time are you streaming? Are you asking us like what time we would be streaming stuff? Because it would probably not be closer to.
What time is it now?
Right now it's almost 4, so we'll probably drop off here in a few. But we'll probably work on stuff till 6 or 7, grab some dinner, and then we'll probably test stream later tonight.
Let's say 9.
You think 9?
9 would be the upper.
Well, that'll give us a deadline. So yeah, we'll do our best to be on at 9.
If we're not going to be on at 9, we will definitely be saying something on Twitter.
Yeah, for sure. Tylord 2, 3, and Last Jedi are the worst for me. Ooh, but I love The Last Jedi so much. Why did you hate The Last Jedi? Well, maybe you don't hate it. You just say it's the worst. Maybe you still enjoyed it, you're saying, and just not as much as the others? Or did you outright just loathe The Last Jedi, Tylord? Cool, I never streamed that late. Yeah, well, I mean, that game collector, you said you have to get up pretty early, don't you? That's why you typically don't stream late?
You're just going to sit and wait for an answer?
Well, do you want to talk about something while we wait for an answer? Talk. Tell me interesting things. I still cannot believe you brought all these Super games over, man. It's so cool.
What have you actually been playing?
On the Super?
On anything?
Lately, I've been trying to finish Axiom Verge on the Switch.
Okay.
Which I've been enjoying. Beyond that, I did play a little bit more of Night in the Woods, because it's like playing a Wes Anderson film.
Right.
And because you think I'm a huge hipster, obviously I like Wes Anderson films.
Okay. Oh, excuse me.
Yeah, I get up at 5 basically. Yeah, dude, that's rough. I'm usually up about 5:45, 6 a.m. every day, and I know that it's not fun.
I gotta be at work at 8 o'clock, and I get up at 7:30.
Oh, I know how you do that, man.
I don't make it to work on time. That's how I do it.
Quicksand says if you want help setting up a Raspberry Pi, I would be happy to give you. Dude, I would need a hand because I had input lag whenever I tried my Raspberry Pi. So if you have any advice you could offer on how to fix that, that would be tremendous. I have an image with all Sega CD and 32X games. Oh, nice,
man.
There
you go. I have all the games.
Right. Chris Levi, I just want to say glad for any feedback on my videos. The one you said add music to, I went and did that before releasing. Oh, right on. Yeah. Usually, if you want me to give feedback on videos or something like that, just hit me up on Twitter. I'm happy to take a look. If you want to leave it published privately and not necessarily put it out to the world yet, happy to do it. I haven't really considered the idea of doing like live critiques of people's videos. I don't know if you guys would ever want me to do that. I could try to figure out how to make it work. But right now, I just want to make sure I can get like.
Let's say we are exploring the option.
Yeah.
We absolutely are exploring it in other ways.
Are we?
Well, I don't want to say. I can pull it up.
Well, I can just mute the mic and then you can just tell me. Hold on.
That's unprofessional.
You're right. You can just tell me later. That's fine.
Okay.
But yes, we're exploring all sorts of streaming options.
It's coming. Support options are coming.
Oh yeah. I suppose so. It took me a second to remember what you were talking about. I like it, but my least favorite. Oh, okay, that's fair. I mean, there are movies that I like that are my least favorite. Like, I'm trying to think in the Marvel universe what that would be.
Incredible Hulk.
Like Thor, like
Dark World.
I wouldn't say I like the Incredible Hulk that much.
Iron Man 2 and 3.
I love Iron Man 2 and 3 were the best Marvel's ever done until Black Panther came out. So let's not say things we can't take back. It's not fair. No, but like Thor: The Dark World though would absolutely have been.
My eyes are open. You check to see if my eyes are open.
Yeah, because I was worried that you just went catatonic. Yeah, Thor: The Dark World. I like it, but it's not my favorite.
It gets the job done.
It gets the job.
It's
done.
competent. It's like how I do my job.
Right.
Wow. Okay.
What?
Never mind.
Wait, I'm sorry. Did I miss something?
It's like how I do my job. It's competent. Gets the job done.
And what I said was I just like, oh yeah, you're right. It's competent.
Yeah.
No. Shawn does phenomenal work, and that's why he's here today. I basically lured him here with the promise of burritos, and he was just like, you don't have to do that. And I was like, okay, I'll just take half your.
I really wanted mall food, and you were like, bleh.
We can go to the mall and get mall food. I feel like there are better options than mall food. That's all.
The Japanese from the mall food. I'm sure somebody in this chat will agree with me that Japanese from mall food from the mall is delicious.
In every mall across America?
Yes.
Is mall Japanese food delicious?
I'm making that claim.
This is what Shawn believes. Do you guys share the same sentiment for mall-based Japanese food?
Remember, my tastes are superior.
Sometimes they're superior. They're elitist, that's for sure.
They are elitist.
Quicksand says you should check out the SNL Wes Anderson horror movie parody. Yes, I will check that out because I actually do like me some Wes Anderson.
There you go.
Shawn is right. What? Shimmery son, you are on the wrong team right now, miss.
It's on the right team.
You've made a terrible mistake.
We're gonna have, people who like me more.
That's not true. They don't.
It's gonna be like Captain America versus Iron Man.
No. Look, we're not gonna
America
do that.
Is better.
Oh, Shimmery, always making me feel dumb on the stream. It's awful. But thank you for coming out. Appreciate it. So, well, I think should we leave the stream now, or should we hang out for 10 more minutes or 9 more minutes till 4 o'clock?
For 9 more minutes.
Well, what do you guys want to talk about? Whatever the next subject to hit the chat is, that's what we're going to talk about for the next 9 minutes.
Oh God!
Tyler says corn dogs at the mall are delicious, so now we have to talk about corn dogs. No, that was like a response. That's not like a new topic. I like corn dogs,
but it's not Japanese.
No, it's not. I've never had corn dogs from a mall, so I can't really speak to it. I can tell you if I had corn dogs when I was like a kid.
I've never had corn. That's not a Ohio thing. That's not even a New York thing either.
Yeah, Shawn can speak to New York. I cannot. I can only speak to what happens in Ohio. So. Quicksand says, what about pizza at the mall? If it's Sbarro's, it's serviceable. Like,
if it's Sbarro's, then no.
Well, probably because you find that insulting.
It is insulting.
Probably because where you're from, people.
New York pizza.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say.
Disgusting.
Like, you live in New York, I'm sure people were like, oh, I had genuine New York pizza
from Sbarro's
at this exotic place called Subaru.
Yeah, and I also had my New York bagels. Like, I don't know what this is.
They went to Einstein Brothers.
Disgusting.
I've never had it, so I can't say. They could be amazing bagels for all I know.
I've eaten it once, and I was like, this is the worst, never again.
Right. So when did you want to go to New York? Summer?
Whenever.
Well, I mean, I assume you had a season in which you desired to travel there.
Whenever. Winter's time's the best because across the street from Nintendo World, they put up the Rockefeller tree.
Oh, that's cool. I do like going to the Nintendo World. I've only been there twice, but I liked it when I was there. And I like seeing that Game Boy that's still going 30, 40 years later.
That got hit by a grenade, yeah.
Yeah, if you guys have never been to Nintendo World in New York, they have an original Game Boy that I guess a deployed troop had it.
A trooper had it, I think.
Desert Storm? Yeah, I think it was during Desert Storm. Might have been Gulf War. Whatever it was, this thing basically took a hit from an explosion of some sort, and it basically half of it's charred away. But they've got it hooked up to AC power, and it's still going playing games.
If you Google it, you can see a picture of it because Nintendo Power did a piece on it at one point. Right. But that Game Boy is still running.
Which is pretty amazing, actually. Older systems tended to be very robust.
Well, there was Nintendium back then.
There's what now?
Nintendium.
What's Nintendium?
The metal that old Nintendo things were made out of.
You got to make this. Are you making this up right now?
Except for the DS.
Don't troll me in front of a live audience. Because you have that.
Nintendo things don't break. But when the DS came out, they ran out.
Is Nintendium a real thing? That's why I don't think. I feel like this is like adamantium.
That's why the hinges always broke because they ran out.
I don't believe you.
No, you don't have to believe
I'm not going to believe this.
Okay.
Are you guys seeing Ready Player One? Absolutely, I'm seeing Ready Player One. I can't wait. I've got tickets for 2 showings of Ready Player One.
Maybe. Maybe.
Shawn's going to see it.
Do you have a way to show
the arcade machine? I can't really do it from here. I mean, I guess I could take the top house.
We'll take a picture of it.
But yeah, there is a Ready Player One arcade machine here in the basement. It's basically just a main machine, which was done with the 32-inch Pro upright extension arcade cabinet from Rec Room Masters. But then we took the marquee to a signing here in Columbus where Ernie Klein, the guy who wrote Ready Player One, was hanging out, and he signed the marquee for us. So we have a Ready Player One main machine that is signed by the author. So it's super cool. He's a very down-to-earth dude. If you ever have a chance to see that guy at a signing, take it. He's really cool. Read the book a couple years ago. It's awesome. Yes, it is awesome. And that's the only problem I have with it. And I'm so happy to see good critical reviews coming out for this film, because I had naturally assumed, and perhaps even rightfully so, that it was going to be a lot of fluff and the critics were just going to be like, this is just a collection of references and there's nothing of substance there.
That's basically what I said.
Basically what you said, except from reputable people who study film. I'm kidding.
That's okay. Reputable. I study good taste.
Occasionally he has good taste, but that's the thing again, and I keep saying this, but a film does not have to be high art for me to love it and have fun with it and enjoy it. Like Pacific Rim Uprising last night, not high art. It doesn't communicate anything really stellar or amazing, but it's fun.
Even the first Pacific Rim, which is
I think
it's great. It is, but it's just nothing.
If you love kaiju stuff, then yes, you will enjoy Pacific Rim. Thanks for the sub, Time Lord. My pleasure, Chris.
Subs going around.
Yep, it is happening. And I would recommend everybody to subscribe to Chris Levi 13, and that's why I put him on Video Follow Friday a couple weeks ago. Dude's incredibly genuine, down to earth. He's hustling. Like it's a good channel. You're doing good work, Chris. Not like this guy who just like, yeah, we're gonna fix your stream. But he's like, but I really need to go spend $1,000 at Warp Zone first.
I didn't spend $1,000 yet. So this is what, like 200 right here. I can just take this.
That was 189. You can't trade in my SuperNet.
We're not.
Because I haven't got to open it yet. They won't take trade of new stuff. They'll think you stole that. I've seen it happen. I did
stole it from you. I'm just gonna tell him.
You're just gonna be honest. Like, here's the thing.
From Josh's house. He said it was okay.
From Josh's house.
He said it was okay. He's not. No word. I don't know why he's not here.
Yeah, Tyler, did you also check out the audiobook? Because that one's narrated by Will Wheaton, which I think he did a really good job with it. I don't know how it can replicate the book. I don't think it's going to be able to. I know they took some creative liberties there, and I'm going to spoil something small for everybody in here. So if you haven't seen it, sorry, you can just cover your ears. I'll wait a minute. Okay, Iron Giant making an appearance. That's awesome. I'm sorry, I haven't seen the Iron Giant forever. So the fact that it could, he could show up. Like I haven't seen him since that Superman reference. So yeah, but you watched the trailer. You know what I'm talking about.
Watch the trailer.
So. Yeah, I don't think it's going to perfectly replicate the book, but I think that it's going to stay true to the spirit of the book, and I think it's going to be loaded with so many references that you're going to have a lot of fun just dissecting it on repeat viewings. Plus Simon Pegg's in this movie, and I love Simon Pegg. So
you mean you're in this movie?
I'm not Simon. I would love, I wouldn't mind meeting Simon Pegg though someday. I imagine he's also very cool and down to earth.
Maybe.
Yeah.
What if he's a huge jerk?
No, that can't be right.
Isn't that like well, back up. I have a fear where it's like, oh, I like this guy on YouTube, and I finally meet him, and he's just a huge jerk.
He's just a horrible person.
And it's like, oh.
Well, I think one of the things I like, and I can't remember if it was a story I read online or if it was from actually his book, Nerd Do Well, because I've got a couple copies of that upstairs. But Simon Pegg, at one point, somebody sent him a box full of like, basically, it was like Shawn of the Dead stuff, and they were like, will you sign all this stuff? And it was like a huge box full of stuff, and he signed everything. And he mailed it back to him, but he put a note on it, and he was like, it was words to the effect of, if I find all of this stuff on eBay, I'll track you down, because I still have the cricket bat.
I have your address.
Right.
I wish people would send me things to sign.
I hope Mechagodzilla shows up in the movie. Yes, that would be amazing. Although I'm not very well versed in Godzilla. I think you know more about that than I do.
That's slightly more.
Yeah. Well, you're more familiar with like entertainment from that side of the world than I am.
What are you trying to say?
I'm just saying you're more familiar.
It's almost like there's a specific word that you're trying to.
I'm not trying to say. Whatever. You know what? You decide what you want to be well versed in, and you can decide what goes out to the internet.
I like the idea of Godzilla, but the Japanese have a very interesting way of doing it, where it's more of like a political film sometimes,
like a commentary or something.
Yeah,
interesting. I didn't realize. Well, that's the thing. I don't think I would have known about Starship Troopers if you hadn't illustrated that to me.
You didn't know about Starship Troopers?
No, I knew about it and I watched it, but I didn't realize it was a sort of commentary on like war culture and whatnot.
Right. If you're not fighting in the war, you're not a citizen.
Right, because it's so easy, and the same way, because this was also went over my head, was the new Jurassic World was out.
I didn't see it.
Well, that whole movie was apparently a commentary on the creation of basically giant blockbusters. Because in the movie they actually genetically engineer like a super T-Rex, right? Okay. And I guess the whole thing they were trying to communicate was that every summer you have to basically engineer and create some other new thing.
It's almost like there's a new Jurassic World coming out this summer.
Right. And I want to see it because Chris Pratt, and I love him. So yeah, I hope it's in there. But I thought you could speak more to it because I thought you were overly familiar with that.
I've seen a few movies.
Like I know I got friends who are really into like kaiju stuff, but I don't know Like, it's not an area that I'm well versed in, so I would lean on people like you to provide.
I wouldn't say I'm well versed in it either. I like the idea of it.
I gotcha.
We got about 2 more minutes, so if you have your questions, just get them in.
Yeah,
well, 1 minute now.
1 minute,
depending on how late.
Make it a good question. Something outrageous for Shawn, preferably within the "Are you actually going to buy this and show it on stream tonight?" arena, because I really want to pressure Shawn as much as possible. I offered to, and you said no.
I'm not going to pay you back. I'm not going to pay you back.
Well, that's why I said that's why I'm not going to do it.
It's like 500 lunches I got to buy you.
Yeah, but that's the thing. I sort of owe you lunches now because you gave me basically an entire Super Nintendo library, some very good titles.
Only lunches could pay bills. If I can go down to my ISP and say I'll buy you guys a couple lunches every month.
I've already seen that joke that I thought was funny from Daredevil, like the original Daredevil movie.
I like that movie.
I like it too. I like the Ben Affleck Daredevil, but I love whenever he's talking to is it
Bullseye?
No, not Bullseye. Help me. No, John Favreau. Help me. It's not Happy, is it? Because Happy is from Iron Man. Foggy. He's talking to Foggy, and he's like, they pay their legal bill in Fluke. He's like, he doesn't have a lot of money. He goes fishing on the weekends. He's like, yeah, he's like, I go salsa dancing on the weekends, but I don't shake my ass to pay my phone bill. It's like, that was a great line. I don't know if Favreau actually directed that or not, but I'm glad that even though he was also in Daredevil, that he would make the leap to the MCU as Happy Hogan for playing off Tony.
That's fair.
So, all right. Well, if you guys don't have anything else, I think we're probably gonna go ahead and take off and start trying to re-engineer this entire room around things like shooting, streaming, and video editing, and also playing games, obviously. So, what is Shawn buying? Here's what Shawn's buying.
I'd be buying
this Metal Gear for the MSX, which is not a system or it's a game I'm familiar with. But so this game here, there are complete in-box copies. Well, actually, you should explain it. Basically,
go ahead.
He's going to lose $1,000 today, and it's so great.
The complete in-box copy of this game for 500, and there's a complete in-box copy of the second one for 500.
Right. Oh, Gen X, what's up, man? No worries, sir. You can always catch it later if you want to. We're just trying to basically pressure Shawn into buying $1,000 worth of games.
There might be another stream later.
So,
and I could probably be telling the story too of how I'm still thinking about it.
2 games, $1,000, and that's what Shawn's about to do. Complete in-box, not loose. That would be insane, but no better way to spend the game. See? The internet's behind you.
I don't just have a grand.
And Gen X, no less. No,
I'm going to have to sell my whole collection.
You're not going to have to sell your whole collection.
Most of it.
Well, I'm glad that you donated to me before you decided to make that decision. So, and the labels on here are all looking good. Thank you, Shawn. Now let's go buy you $1,000 game and some burritos.
Oh, you're going to buy it for me?
I'll buy the burritos.
Oh.
Yeah, for sure. I can pay for the burritos. Stick around for a few for Gen X. Because it's Gen X, I will stick around for a few. So Gen X basically picked up a bunch of new games today.
I'll hold these up. Want to hold those up?
Yeah, it's just
not those.
Not those.
I got Metal Gear. I'm just gonna hold mine up. It's just one game.
I got Castlevania 64, Tetris 2, Donkey Kong Country, and for nostalgic reasons, Wheel of Fortune, because my mom used to love to play this game. Metal Gear Solid HD Collection with 2 and 3 for the Vita. Incredible Hulk for a Way Back Wednesday stream with the Genesis sometime soon. And then Shawn donated a ton of games, including Power Rangers, and then Caesar's Palace, which I never played, but he didn't want it, so he was like, here you go.
I told you it's a duplicate.
Super Return of the Jedi, which is incredibly hard, and I do remember playing it in my youth, but Shawn had extras. Donkey Kong Country 2, which I was super stoked to have, and that is an amazing donation on Shawn's part. I don't know why you're too good to me. I shouldn't speak about you like you're not here. Killer Instinct, which is going to look super sick in this, which I also got. The black Super NT analog, which I did not light this well today. I apologize. But yeah, so there it is, the black Super Net, which I'm excited about. And then the final 2, Battleship, which, as I understand it, is fairly boring, although somebody joked and said it's probably not as boring as the movie.
I have the complete box version if you want that.
Let's see if I actually enjoy it first. And finally, a Super Mario Kart for the Super Nintendo. It's the player's choice, but no,
I had to keep the original for myself.
And I don't blame you for keeping the original for
yourself. If you want to sell this, just get another one.
No, I'll hold on to it, man. I'm happy with that. DKC was a game changer. Those pre-rendered sprites give the SNES a second life. Plus, I'm a DK nut anyway. Yeah, well, sir, I'm super happy to have 1 and 2 now back in my collection.
I'm gonna look at your collection real quick.
Yeah, sure. So essentially, again, every Saturday I like to do these game pickup videos and just show people what I picked up and just chill out, talk, see what you guys are doing. So that stuff will help reclutter your newly organized shelves. Yeah, yes, it absolutely will. And I'm already running into this problem with Sega Genesis games. It was all nice when Genesis games only took like a small section, and now it's starting to expand.
Can I take the sticker off?
So it's difficult. Yeah, absolutely.
Well, I'm just gonna go like this for now.
That looks horrible.
I'm gonna pull it off. The thing I want to point out though,
yeah,
because I know you're not collecting Super Nintendo right now, but you might be next year.
I'm not what?
Really collecting Super Nintendo right now?
I'm not prioritizing it over Genesis necessarily.
Your Genesis,
right?
Older games, and I'll hold this up like I'll show you. Have this going straight across,
right? And I was trying to find a TMNT.
Do not know that. So
yeah,
you can hold that up.
Yeah, I'll hold this up. So,
and I'll just take this one
for comparison's sake.
Because people were trying to pull them out of the cart, out of the system, and they were getting caught because there's no.
I gotcha.
Lip. So if you're looking at games and you're like, you see one like this,
yeah,
this one's gonna be the older version,
right?
That doesn't mean it's the better version,
right?
But it's definitely the older version.
That's interesting.
Might be more sought out for some people,
right? Because I didn't notice the difference between those the cartridges in that way, but I didn't really know the reason why. But it's interesting to hear that that's what drove that decision. The Valley versus the Contour cart. Oh, okay.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
That's a perfect way to put it.
Yeah, and it's weird because one of the games I'm trying to find right now for the Super Collection is I really want Turtles in Time because it's an amazing game, but then also it was just sentimental reasons. 2 copies,
not actually 3 versions. Turtles in Time.
Really?
I remember the label. I think I have 2. The one I have signed by Eastman says Turtles in Time fully on top, but then I have another one in my drawer that says Turtles 4.
See, yeah, because I have seen the Turtles 4, and I think the Turtles in Time. I don't know if one was like a repro though.
I think one's just a reprint, not a repro.
Oh, okay.
It's just gonna be a reprint.
I gotcha.
I don't know. Maybe they say it on the ink.
right.
Typing out all those letters.
But yeah, I definitely want to track down Turtles in Time just because, and I really don't care which version. I don't want the repro. I want the original.
Right, you want original, but it doesn't matter the casing.
No, I don't care about that.
I mean, if you're really crazy, you have to take this apart, see what's in there.
I'm fine to do that.
On a Turtles in Time, I wouldn't waste time. But if you're selling me like Tournament Donkey Kong Country,
right? Yeah. Actually, I wouldn't mind firing up some Mario Paint later. Now that I think about it.
Do you have the mouse?
Yeah, and the mouse pad.
There you go. So
that could be cool. Are you as stoked as I am for Far Cry 5 next week? I struggle with Far Cry. It's bad. I just never have the patience to see it through. But I am curious to check out. There's an Amazon show, right, that goes in tandem with this right now. Is that right? I thought there was a TV show or a mini series that they did to go with the game.
That's news to me.
I'm pretty sure.
I know that they, as part of the season pass, they I think they announced a go to Mars.
I'm gonna look this up. Far Cry 5 show.
There's a prequel short for it. Yes.
Oh, okay. Live action. No, yeah, okay. Live action Far Cry 5 short film heads to Amazon Prime. Okay, so it wasn't a show, it wasn't a series. It was actually it's really bright.
This is really bright.
So yeah, I mean, I'm not against it, but hey, Uncle Strange, how are you, sir? Thank you for coming by. We're actually going to take off, but we stuck around for a few minutes for Gen X, so I guess we can do the same here for you as well. We'll stay for another few minutes before we have to basically reconfigure the entire basement for streaming. Sean's going to go buy $1,000 worth of video games that totals 2 in a little bit. We're going to get burritos, and then we're going to do some test streaming later, and it's just going to be a great day. And then I just spent a bunch of time showing all my new pickups, including the not inconsiderable Super NT analog, the black version. So that's a quick recap of what will happen if you rewatch this entire stream.
So I'm more interested in the DLC part of going to Mars for Far Cry. I don't know if you ever played, I think it was Far Cry 3 had.
Are you talking about Blood Dragon?
Yes.
Yes. I liked Blood Dragon a lot. That was an exception.
Real Far Cry that I really played.
Hope you'll swing by Tuesday, 7 p.m. Eastern for a Far Cry 5 launch stream. Yeah, dude, I'll put it on my calendar right now. Hold on. Because if I don't, I'll forget. And Sean will tell you, I just schedule stuff on my calendar, way in advance.
Hothead burrito Chipotle. Hothead burritos is not great.
The only thing that will get my way of enjoying that, Gen X, would be I am on call for my day job next week. So if I get stuck on a call, then I may not be able to engage very much, but I'll still have it up in the background. You said it was 7 p.m. Eastern?
7 p.m. EDT.
On which day? Tuesday?
Tuesday. I'll be there.
One of us will be there for sure. What is today's date?
Today's 24th.
Okay. 24th. So that would be the 27th.
There's no 24th on your calendar. You're missing all of Saturdays.
Well, yeah, but I just need to find the next Tuesday. I don't need to see the 24th to do that.
27.
Okay. Watch Gen X bar.
So Mr. Quick saying, yeah, I'm Chipotle or
7.
Qdoba. Don't care much for hothead burritos.
I like hothead just because they have queso, and now Chipotle has queso, but I don't.
But Qdoba always had queso.
I don't like Qdoba.
I don't like you.
That's not true.
That isn't.
You love me. He's the worst.
Uncle Strange, what up? Wait, what is he doing here? Am I losing my mind? I'm going crazy.
Oh yeah, Gen X. Yeah, absolutely.
What's hothead? Don't see those in Florida. I don't think it's more of a home.
It's like a burrito chain.
It's a chain, but it has more of a home taste. Like if I cooked it, it probably tastes close enough hothead burrito.
Yeah, like home cooked burritos. It feels more like that. It's not as good as a Chipotle burrito in terms of raw like ingredient quality.
It's probably better for you
than Chipotle.
It's probably better for you because
it has less calories. You could
buy into Chipotle, you could tell there's a lot of herbs and spices.
Yeah, I guess so. I like Chipotle more. Yeah, Quicksand. Me too. Mr. Quicksand, great name. Wait, I don't get that reference. You don't know it either?
Just be cool.
Oh, that's cool. Yes, I also am in on the internet joke, viewers.
I can't keep up with all the memes.
I'm at Arby's watching you guys and just told my mom about you. That's awesome. Hello, Chris Levi's mom. Hope you're having a wonderful day.
Like paper sack kind of joint Five Guys of burritos, or my way off base? I'd say it's more of a. I don't know what you could compare it.
It's not like a taco truck sort of experience necessarily.
You think of like a food truck where it's like, man, this is good, but I can easily make this at home.
Right. I mean, I guess that's the way I would explain it. It's like there are elements of the menu that are really good, but it's nothing that you probably couldn't do and perhaps do better in your kitchen at home.
You would not be able to make a McDonald's burger at your house.
Right.
Probably something better, but
you could probably do better than a McDonald's burger.
But you would not be able to make it.
But yeah, like Chipotle, you go there, you're not going to be able to recreate that experience and taste at home, at least not without a lot of effort.
Yes, we are in Ohio.
Oh, yeah, Columbus, Ohio, sir. Oh, and Shawn's from New York originally.
I'm originally from New York, but there's no hothead burrito.
I'm originally from Southern Ohio, about 3 hours south of here, where I shed my horrible accent and moved to the Great North. Not Canada, just a little further south than that.
Yeah.
What?
It's very confusing. It's your Ohioan accent.
I don't even know why you're on it. Well, I mean, again, the Columbus, Ohio accent is supposed to be the most even American accent there is. You know what? I wish Corey was here instead.
If Corey was
here, the more you speak, the more I want Corey here.
You know
what's
not
your sass.
What I've been doing for about a little over a year now is I'm going to buy this thing.
Mm.
What would Corey's face be if I told him I bought this? And if it's a disappointed face, I don't buy it.
Fair enough. He's a good litmus test for dumb decision making.
I just go, I spent $20 in the Middle Gear games. He'll be like, oh, that's cool.
Are you gonna tell him that you spent $1,000 on two?
If I told him, hey, I spent $1,000 in 2 games, he's gonna be like, what the hell, man? And that's what stopped me. If I know Corey won't agree with it, it's probably a bad decision.
No, he's I can't wait to get his face on the stream in a way that you wouldn't imagine. Oh yeah, I guess it will happen today. Today's gonna be a lot of testing because essentially Jason's doing the graphic design to basically help with the overlay for the stream, but he can't really do anything until we tell him precisely which on-screen elements will be available. Because I haven't done anything with like donation bars or new subscribers or what other elements did we talk about?
So we're gonna do donation bars. We're gonna do pop-ups for new subscribers, and donations. We're gonna try to do commands.
We were going to try to do commands also, but the thing is, until we get those dynamic elements sorted out and make sure they're functioning well, we can't really give that information to by the way, I did talk to Jason this morning. He basically was like, I need to know this, and this.
Perfect.
And I was like, well, let me write it down. And then he was like, it would also be helpful if you could link me to some other streams and channels so I could see what theirs looks like, so I can get an idea for how it all fits together. But he's basically just waiting on us.
Basically, what would you like to see while streaming?
What I like
not you specifically that I don't care.
Oh yeah, you're like I don't care about you. Yeah, I mean, what for those of you in here that are more experienced streamers, what advice would you have for me in terms of what on-screen elements should be there? Like, I'm definitely going to do a donation bar because I'm sort of on a mission here to eventually do this channel professionally. But beyond like a donation bar or new subscriber pop-ups and stuff like that, are there any elements that I'm forgetting about or that
we were forgetting more? What would make this more interesting for you in terms of interact? Like,
right.
A better way to interact, better way to have things pop up on the screen to notify you.
Yeah, what do you guys like?
Or us? Or
please tell us. You don't have to tell Shawn. He's not going to be around after his wife kills him for buying $1,000 worth of video games today. I like how you didn't refute it. You're just like, yep, one foot in the grave.
I'll be living on that chair back there.
Yep. We have to make sure there's still a couch in the basement because Shawn's going to need a place to sleep. Genex, you've seen my stuff. I like to have chat on screen, but not everybody does. Also believe in a fully themed overlay for each different stream. I do like that you do that because I saw whenever I can't remember the name of the game. It was the underwater game. Forgive me, John or George or Mo. Not sure who's on the other end right now. But I don't know if we're going to basically just keep it brand consistent or if we're going to do individual ones for games. And the reason I say that is because if we did individual ones, I do not have the skill to make sure that's going to look good. Jason does, but he is not, somebody who's always available to me to do that because he's got, he's got his own stuff he's got to do in his free time. So I can only monopolize so much of it.
Right.
Although, again, he is my roommate, so I could always just scream at him and be like, I'll put you on the streets.
Raise his rent.
I'll just raise his rent. Like for every time you don't do a new
pay more rent or do this.
Right. Like I'm fine if you don't feel like doing it this week. I just hope you're okay with the 50% increase in rent. So
kind of tough.
Like, and now Shawn has to move in, so I've got a lot to think about.
Yes, we will be using
right on, John.
We will be using Streamlabs.
Lots of work for sure, but I do all of it, so that is a blessing and a curse. Yeah, and that's the thing, right? You can even become competent at a certain sort of aspect of your production workflows, but then is it more time efficient to see if somebody else can help you with it, and if they're better at it, or to even outsource that piece of it or pay somebody to do it, than to chew up your time trying to figure it out. I try to keep my time very narrowly focused on video production and streaming, right. And I knew that I wasn't an expert at this, so that's why I was so happy that Shawn was willing to help me out with it because he knows a lot more about that world than I do, so I defer to his judgment. I use Streamlabs to show new subs and more during streams, like even my chat. Yeah, and I'm not sure where I'm at now.
Well, that's what I showed you when I was.
Yeah.
I'm not sure about chat on the screen.
Yeah, I don't know if we're going to do chat on the screen, and the reason for that, I think, is just that.
Well, YouTube shows it now.
Right, YouTube shows it now in the replay.
That's in my opinion. Now that YouTube shows it, that's just another thing on the screen
that we don't have to.
You have you on the screen, you have the game on the screen, you have the chat on the screen, you have notifications.
A lot going on.
Right.
Yeah, and to lay all that stuff out cleanly
is people like that. People like bells and whistles and seeing it. And
yeah, I think that we'll have a lot of that stuff. I just want to make sure that's organized in a way that's pleasing to the eye and doesn't get anybody's way of the experience. Can't my taco truck burritos at home like that? It's a word for sure. Streamlabs. The curse of a control freak. I feel yeah, dude. I like to very tightly control every aspect of my production if I can, just because it's really just because I'm pressed for time, right? Like if I want to do this professionally someday, then that means I have to figure out some way to basically continue to create at least good content on a consistent basis, hopefully great, because that's what I strive for. And to do that means I basically need every spare second that I have, because I get up at like 5 in the not 5, about 5:30, 5:45 in the morning, do as much as I can before I have to go to the day job around 9:30. The day job I really can't do much because I have to focus on there because I don't want to sacrifice my stability by screwing around too much at work doing YouTube stuff. So I can really only do it like if it's slow or if I have like my lunch break.
Right.
So then after I get done with work, I come straight home and then basically it's on to production, which it's like Monday's A-roll, Tuesday's B-roll, Wednesday first round edits. Thursday is usually when I upload, and then I have to do optimization for everything, including creating the thumbnails because I don't have Jason full time yet, but maybe someday we'll see.
Maybe someday.
Maybe someday. But I need Shawn first because he is Streamlord. Plus, he's going to live here soon, so I got to.
Yeah, I'm going to live here soon. If that's
something to consider.
$1,000 on 2 games.
Right. So, all right. Well, I think unless you guys have anything else you want to talk about, we're probably going to take off because we've got basically 8 hours left now.
Yeah.
And we still have to eat at some point, so we're going to go try to make the stream better. I travel for work, so it's feast or famine. When I'm home, I can work on video production gradually throughout the day. When I'm on the road, I have almost zero time. Yeah, dude, it's
got to keep it with that backlog.
Right.
Video
and again, that's why I schedule my stuff 6 weeks out, because I know when life gets in the way that I don't want, basically the experience of the audience to suffer. So it does create some weird timing problems sometimes, I'm sorry to say, but it's a minor gripe compared to knowing in the back of my head that I have that sort of margin to ensure that video production stays on course.
Right.
So, no problem, John. Anytime, dude.
Yep. And we should be streaming again. Well, we'll let you guys know if we don't.
We'll probably be doing some test streams throughout the day. If you guys pop in, they're probably going to be crappy. Apologies.
You'll see some tests going on probably.
Yeah.
Feel free to
provide feedback and
just ask questions, or just say, hey, I can't really see this, or hey, try to move this
John
closer.
Says, nice to virtually meet you, Shawn.
Nice to virtually meet you too.
But so we'll be doing that. Thank you guys all so much for coming out to check out the pickups video. I'll probably put a picture of all this stuff. I don't know. You brought so much. I don't think I can take a good picture of this many games.
Yeah, I mean, if you just do the labels,
I can just do the labels, I guess. But yeah, I'll see if I can put that out on Twitter or something if you guys just want to see that and you don't feel like watching an hour of video again. So yes, you be well as well, John. That came out really weird.
You can find me on Twitter.
Yes, Strike B3. Stuff.
Yeah.
Because don't do that. Don't wink at me on camera, sir. You'll send out all kinds of weird assumptions out into the internet.
Wife never sees this now.
I hope she's watching this live. Like, he's spending $1,000 on what? And like, she's just trying to call you, but your phone's on silent, so you don't know. You got like 40 voicemail messages. So, bow chicka wow. Yes, as soon as it's over, sir. I mean, wait, no. Crows. Thank you for coming out, and I will see you later. We'll be on Twitter.
See you later.
So, see you guys later. Have a wonderful day. Enjoy your Saturday. And, I hope to catch up on all your videos soon because I was slacking this week.
Yeah. So. Always slacking.
Later. Are you sure you want to end your